panicking a little bit because it's coming up during MOT. And he didn't think it was going to go through the MOT with the amount of smoke that it was putting out. Even better now, we're not pouring black smoke out the back and yeah, causing problems. So we come off the roundabout about 20 mile an hour. There you go, that's 60. Still going. Not pouring smoke out. Nobody hates me. It's great. Hello, welcome back to the channel. Discovery in today. This one here, actually very, very tidy. Contrary to the dirt and road muck that's on it, very, very clean, solid truck. This one here today is in for dual mapping, so the customer not chasing big power, anything like that, although it is in for a sort of stage 3, stage 4, it's in for switchable mapping. So he uses it quite a lot, he travels a lot over to France, that sort of stuff, so he wants something more powerful than stock, but nice, economical, and then something that makes use of the turbo upgrade and intercooler upgrade and everything that's put on there, so stage 3, stage 4. It has a AliSport intercooler. It's got an AliSport ceramic coated manifold, hybrid turbo, ITG panel filter. So it's got all the makings of something good. So we're going to run it on the dyno now. It's gone through the health check, no issues with it whatsoever. We'll run it exactly as it's arrived, get a base figure for it and see where it's sat. It is already tuned by another company, we're not sure who. So yeah, we'll see what it does. So let's have a look what we got. So, like I say, ITG air filter. It has, yeah, hybrid turbo on it. CJM manifold. All running through a snorkel. I mean, it's a fair size snorkel as well, so shouldn't cause us any problems with that. AliSport intercooler. Put that pipe back on as well. Pulled that off. But yeah, I mean, like I say, we've health checked it, everything looks right, so we'll run it. It should, according to the customer, the tune that's already on it should be 200 horsepower plus. Like I say, we don't know who's tuned it, but we're going to run it exactly as it's arrived and let's see where it stands. As you can see from that, so we're literally just warming it up on the dyno. I mean, the customers just drove it here, so it's up to temperature, but getting it ready for the dyno runs, it's filthy dirty. No excuse for it, no excuse for it. So from a figures point of view, very good. 213 horsepower, 440 odd newton meters of torque. Can't complain with that. Like I say, a little bit smoky. Very smoky for some reason down in the lower RPM. Or more smoky than it should be down in the lower RPM. Certainly at this level of tuning. Around 200 horsepower is achievable with the right setup and the right mapping. Pretty clean, smoke-free. No more smoke than what you would see factory. It's only really when you get over the sort of 260, 270 horsepower mark, you are going to get a bit of smoke. Again, shouldn't be anything disgustingly bad, but naturally tuning diesels, you do get to a set point where it doesn't matter what you do with it, you are going to start to generate a bit more smoke. But certainly 213 horsepower shouldn't be as smoky as this currently is. Apart from that, I mean, the curves, everything, now we've scaled it up, it's pretty good, yeah. Like I say, I don't know who's tuned it previously. But yeah, I'd be happy with it. Customer was happy with the power of it. It was just that smoke that was causing him problems, hence why he's decided to go for the switchable map. But I think, in fairness, I think if we can get this equivalent to this power but clean it right up, he may decide actually stick with the one file and we'll go from there. But I'll have the conversation with him, see what he says. But for now, what you're going to do, we'll pull the ECU out of it.
Take the diode off.
Oh yeah, we think it may have a diode on the back of it, so if that is the case, it has got a diode on the back of it, right, okay. So, yeah, this ECU, like I say, we don't know who's tuned it, but whoever has, they've fitted a diode to the back of the board. It's not really the right way of doing it. What the diode does, it limits the amount of boost that the ECU sees, and ultimately stops it going into an overboost or that sort of stuff. Not the right way of doing it. So, it's got a little boost box on it, so we don't
even have to take the ECU.
Yeah, get the camera to point at him. Yeah, I've never seen one like that before though.
No, I haven't.
Yeah, it's not your usual ones. But yeah, same sort of concept. So this it'll have a diode in it, and what that does, it just stops the ECU seeing the amount of boost that's actually being generated. Which is all good, but the problem is, if you ever had an issue with your turbo and it did overboost, there's no safety there. There's nothing to stop that turbo basically spooling itself to oblivion, causing damage to the engine in the long run. There's a reason that these had overboost cuts on them. Mapped properly, we can keep that in there. We can set the parameters to what we want, so we can change that, so we keep it so you still have that safety net in place. So, right, I'm going to go catch up with the customer, let him know what it's done, and see what his opinion is. Right, so after speaking with the customer, we are still going with the dual map. What we're going to do is put a stage 2 on one side of it, so around sort of 180, 190 horsepower, not pushing anything really beyond any limitations. And then when he presses his button, we are going to try and push for as much as this turbo will give. Obviously within reason, trying to keep it reliable, but a bit of a fun button for him. And that's what we're going to do. So for now, I will get some tools and start stripping this monstrosity. God, this camera, point to where I want you to. This monstrosity from the ECU. No, put her in the bin.
On the switch.
There we go. We can.
Those two.
That one.
Piggybacking off the illumination wire 4.
So that's the red and black off of the back of the Alive switch to them two wires that we've just shown. And that is just your illumination on the button. So what we've done here is remove the lower trim. It's on the driver's side. Same again on the passenger side. And what we're doing is passing through, if it comes through, the long black cable.
It's right through to
Yeah, it's just, I can see it now, got it here. So pull that cable through. There we go. So just one side to the other. Right, so files downloaded, switch is all fitted. Currently waiting for Gaz to write some remap files for it. So while we wait for that, we shall have a look around the workshop, see what we've been on with. So what we got, Des is currently all done, basically awaiting a quick wash down to be on the trailer for this afternoon as we are racing this weekend. We are at, where are we at? Pennybomb. Blue Wells. So that'll be a good one. We enjoyed that one last time. This Blue 90 is in for a huge amount of work. Don't know whether this has been, I included this in a video I shot a couple of days ago, so I don't know what order these are going to come out in. But this one is bigger injectors, loads and loads of service, maintenance stuff. This one's actually come over, it comes over annually from Anglesey to us. And in the meantime, sort of in that 12-month period between trips in, the customer typically accrues loads and loads of spare parts and bits that he wants us to fit. So far we have done rear brakes, so it needed disc pads, rear calipers. We've also done front brakes, front discs, front pads. Both front swivels have been replaced on this. It's in for annual service, MOT like I just said. This one does have the Alive dampers on it as well. Right. And it's also had its injectors pulled out of it. So this one does have a GTB 550 on it. Customer's going for even more power than what it did last time. I think it did about 246, 248, something like that. So injectors have been pulled out, ready for the bigger nozzles to be fitted. And Luke, who you guys will have never seen before, he is currently fitting, oh you've got the outside bit on, the optimal washer jet on there, which is a very easy job, isn't it, Luke? You're enjoying that. What else have we got? So we've got this 110 in here. So this is a local vehicle. It got a engine management light come on, which we think is an EGR fault. So we're currently working our way through that. What else we got? There is a few bits here and there kicking about. What we got? Let's have a look outside. These ones you've already seen. The 110, that one we've recently done a video on this one as well. Again, I don't know whether it's come out before, after, what order they're coming out in, but we fitted our new uproar 4x4 stainless steel front bumper with the laser lights. Really, really good. I actually had a chance to take this out a couple of days after we fitted it and try out these new lights. Phenomenal, really, really good. And I mean, you can see the fitment and everything on this is really good. We didn't, I mean, the old bumper, if you remember the old crank bumper that we had on here, that was an uproar bumper, and it was just getting a little bit tired. We'd sort of caught it a few places here and there, because because we use these for testing parts on and off and stuff, we do tend to sort of get a few scratches and bits on. So it was time for a refresh, but that will be loaded up with all the race gear for Des, and we'll be using that to tow the trailer and everything to Pennybomp with us. BMW here, this one's in for dyno and mapping as well. So not just Land Rover, we do other makes, models and that sort of stuff. And that's really about it. Will's new ride. Now he's a Defender owner, you see. He's got to have a daily. And yeah, that's it. Jobs coming in and out as per normal. Lots and lots more service work's been happening. So again, if you're local to the area, you've got MOT service, general repairs on your Land Rover, give us a shout. It is something that we can and will do. We are fully set up for it. Although we do the tuning and performance side, we do everything. We do absolutely everything. So we'll wait for these files to come back from Gary, get them uploaded onto the vehicle, and we'll be back on the dyno with it. So, 200 horsepower and 457.3 Newton meters of torque. Was that the low? That's the low power. Right, so that's the low power clean map. And it's actually done more torque. It was 440 something, wasn't we? So yeah, a little bit down on horsepower, but we wasn't actually aiming for that. The goal with this was around sort of 190 horsepower, but to keep it really nice, really clean. Something nice and reliable for, as I've said before, for this guy to commute, you know, France and sort of all over the place really. That's prior to pressing the fun button. Just put that previous run in the background. Let me just turn that away so loads of customers' details flash up on the screen. Yeah, there you go. So you can actually see, there's your difference. So the thin line is obviously the previous run. This is torque, so this is the Newton meters we're looking at. So you can see the run we've just done is actually stronger. Just change this to, no, it's all right, it's gone now. Yeah, just change that to RPM for me. Yeah, there you go. So you can see now, full range of it. But yeah, much, much nicer curve as well. Not got this weird dip in it there. Yeah, it's a little bit later in coming on, but actually in the grand scheme of things, if you're looking at the RPM, that's not really going to be noticeable. But yeah, no smoke at all, and a much, much nicer curve. Much nicer curve. And then same again here with the horsepower. We've got rid of that dip there, which was about sort of 2800 RPM. It sort of tailed off and then decided to start again. Yeah, strange mapping on it originally. Like I say, we don't know who's done it, but 457.3 Newton meters of torque. So right, press the fun button, and then let's see what we'll do on that one. that was with the switchable map switch, and we did, after the drag wizard correction, we did 216.7 horsepower, so a little bit more than what it did when it originally came in, but more importantly we did 464.7 newton meters of torque, and same again you can see. So this one here, thin line, is what it arrived with us like, and then this one is afterwards. So same again with this one, you can see at this point around about the same as that sort of first map. Let me zoom out a little for you. First map, it sort of tailed off and sort of gave you this weird dip there. Obviously we've cleared that up, that dip's gone. Same again, horsepower wise. But yeah, I think, to be fair, I think we might be able to push a little bit more out of that. Let's see what Will says. Are we going to go for a little bit more? Yeah, a little tweak. So happy with the first one, first file, perfect, exactly what we wanted. Actually a little bit more, because we was aiming for around 190 horsepower, so that was really good. No smoke whatsoever. This one again, so 216 horsepower. We're going to tweak it, get a little bit more from it, because on that run there was barely any smoke from it at all. So we know this one, because the button's in, second map, we can actually, if the customer doesn't mind a little bit of smoke, so we can push it a little bit harder. So we're going to tweak it, see what it'll do, and go from there. Right, so after looking at the live data on that final run, with the fun button run, let's call it, we weren't actually hitting boost target, so that would probably be why we're not quite, although we still generated more horsepower and more torque, why it wasn't quite as expected. So we're going to make a quick tweak to the actuator and see if we can get it to hit what we're targeting. We'll run it again, see where we stand with that, and then if needs be we will carry on and do what Seb was going to do and make the map tweak to it to get a bit more from it, because it's doing more but with less smoke, so we can afford to actually push it a little bit more, see if we can get that extra power and still keep it cleaner than when it came in. Happy with that? I think we pretty much 500 newton meters of torque. That'll make a good difference, won't it? And again, it was a bit it smoked a little bit higher up, like right up there, but low end it was actually really good, wasn't it? Yeah. Right, that'll do. We'll get it off the dyno, road test it, let the customer have a go and see what he thinks. All right, road test time. Let's go and see what it's like. Get out of here. Cars, vans, and all sorts everywhere around here at the minute. Very noisy BMW. Already you can just out the back window, no smoke. Absolutely no smoke whatsoever. Ask if you can hear me over this BMW that's in front of me. Barking and going at it. Right, he's going left, so we'll go right. But no, initial thoughts, I mean, even with the button switched off, it's strong, it's smooth, no smoke. I'm not out here annoying people behind me or push bikers or anything like that. It's exactly as you'd want it to be. Exactly as these should have really come out of the factory. We'll go around here and we'll get on the bypass and we'll have a little bit of a play with this button. I mean, even that, you know, it's effortless. Oh, how busy is it going to be up here? Lincolnshire Show weekend. Yeah, and although we're a good 45 minutes to an hour away from Lincoln, it does have a pretty substantial knock-on effects around our little town. Play with this button. It's strong. This is a healthy truck though. I mean, you could tell that straight away. It's, what is it, 102,000 miles. Pretty stock. It's not been messed with previously. Yeah, quite an original truck, and the guy that's got it, he's spent a lot of money keeping it original, but upgrading stuff. So as he's gone, he's got an Ashcroft gearbox in it. It's got a uprated transfer box. It's got an uprated clutch. It's got everything. You know, if you're going to replace it for a better product, but it's not got the lift kits. It's not got the big knobbly tyres on it. So it still drives really, really well. Even better now, we're not pouring black smoke out the back and yeah, causing problems. And I think the customer was actually just saying to me, because I've been through and spoke to him about his graphs and what figures we've done, etc., and he's over the moon with it. He was panicking a little bit because it's coming up during MOT, and he didn't think it was going to go through the MOT with the amount of smoke that it was putting out. I'm not an MOT tester, but I can tell you it wouldn't have gone through a legitimate MOT, let's say, with the amount of smoke it was putting out. So let's get round this roundabout, up onto the hill, and let's see what it does with this button pressed in. So we come off the roundabout about 20 mile an hour. There you go, that's 60. Still going, not pouring smoke out. Nobody hates me. It's great. And that's up quite a fair gradient, that is. So our bypass around where we are in Louth, if you've been, you know, it's basically just hill, roundabout, hill, roundabout. It's sort of up and down and up and down. And they are fair size hills, especially for Lincolnshire. Pretty flat around here normally. But yeah, I'm happy with it. It's doing what we want it to do. Performance-wise, I am certain the customer will be happy with it. I have asked him if he wants to, or if he would allow me to record his reaction, but he didn't seem keen on the idea, so I don't think that'll be happening. But yeah, he's going to take this, come back with a smile on his face, without a doubt. And come MOT time, he's not going to have a problem, even with that button switched on. Can't fault that. Oh, I'll get some sunglasses in my head in a minute. Yeah, well, there we go. I'm happy with it. He's going to be over the moon with it. He's already chuffed to bits with the figures, it's done. He was having a nosy and watching it on the dyno, so he knows smoke-wise as well what it's putting out, or how much it's changed, let's say. Yeah, so I will head back to the workshop, hand this over to the customer, and get on with the next job. But for now, thank you very much for watching. If you like what we're doing, don't forget to subscribe, like the videos. If there's something you want us to do that we haven't done yet, or there's something you want to see more of, let us know. We are very, very open to recommendations. We've got some really interesting stuff we're on with at the minute with the Silver 90, which we'll be posting about very shortly. But yeah, for now, thank you for watching. We'll see you on the next one.